The RV Advisor, created to protect the rights of the RV enthusiast. Learn more at thervadvisor.com.
Little birdie told me I'd need RV advice.
Get information straight from the horse's mouth.
Little birdie told me I'd need RV advice.
It's Just Ask Gigi with Gigi Stetler and Tom Alexander. Now here's Gigi and Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Just Ask Gigi. I'm Tom Alexander. And of course, as always, the star of the show joins us. There she is. It is Gigi Stetler. Hey, Gigi. How are you?
Wet, but grand.
A little wet. Yeah, it has been very rainy here. June is the wettest month in South Florida, and it has lived up to all the billing.
Yeah.
Been pretty wet here. And I heard that you're having to do your show in like no heels, no sneak. You got boots on. You're kind of like, prepared for the wet weather.
I haven't had my beautiful heels since the fire because I can't walk around in the ashes and stuff in my beautiful shoes. So I've gone down to these nice little sneakers, but I couldn't even wear those today. So I'm now in rain boots.
Oh, rain boots. There we go. All right. So you're all set. All right. Well, good.
We have 3 inches of water in the parking lot. So yeah, parking lot / office.
Yeah. Waterfront property, I guess you could say. So what's new? What's happening? What's going on at the RV Advisor this week?
The stuff I thought, I would touch base on. I've had a lot of new GPS members and helping them find units, and also wanting to know what to do. People are asking for non-refundable deposits, and it's just a little bit crazy out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they see something on the internet and they call and they say yes, it's there, and then they drive an hour away and they get there and say, oh, it was just sold, and they're like, whoa, I just saw it online, and they said, oh yes, our web people, they forgot to take it down.
Yeah.
So FYI, here's the real story. What's happening. And the dealers' lots, if you've not noticed, are pretty empty, or they're not selling their floor models because they'd have nothing to show. So they have them on the website. They're leaving them on the website, even though they're not actually retail delivering them, because they wouldn't have anything to sell off of and take orders. And, and if they put everything sold on their website and marked it sold or took it off, they'd have an empty web page, and then of course nobody's gonna visit them. So, it's kind of a, what do you do? I mean, we're actually in the same boat in my personal dealership where, we put sold, more coming, so they, at least they know that they're, that one's not sitting there. But my web person also doesn't, update it every day. He only comes in maybe twice a week, to take updated pictures. So what happens is, if something's, sold on a Saturday, it might not be removed, until Monday or Tuesday. So, and we don't know all the time if it's subject to financing and things like that. So, don't get too angry with the dealer, but, try to call ahead and tell, and if you get a salesman on the phone, tell the salesman to please go out there and literally touch the RV and go talk to the finance manager or anybody else, to make sure that it is available if if you do want to take the drive. And I'm only saying if you're, if you have to drive a few hours away, the whole idea for those dealers is they're hoping that they could switch you into something else and to still get you in the door. So just be prepared for all of that. But if you do find something and it's sitting there and you negotiate the deal, don't be expecting, a cash price, a better deal, or this or that, or, dealers are selling over retail right now and they're getting it, just like the car business. So, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but there's really no deals out there. So, and I don't know when that's going to turn around. But if you find something that you like, it's kind of like the real estate market right now. You're going to have, you got to just bite the bullet, pay for it. But, let me look at the contract to make sure you're getting what you're supposed to get and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But a couple of, a couple of things like the factories right now, they're putting out units so fast, so fast that their quality controls out the window, which I think we had talked about that before.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
a new unit came in yesterday, and half the siding was, it's aluminum side trailer, and half the siding was falling off. It was bowed out. So when I went and looked at it, at first I thought it was driver damage because the driver was still hooked up to it. And then I looked at it, and the factory it's a 37-foot trailer, and they put 2 screws, one on both ends. They left all the screws out in the middle. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Oh
know,
boy.
I
Well,
know.
it is critical to again, we've mentioned it many times, contracts, warranties, got to look at those, the paperwork. It's absolutely critical. And if you don't understand it, and there's a lot in there that maybe
You
the average
won't,
person won't understand, go
you
to
wouldn't have to
Gigi.
look for
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Gigi will help you decipher it. That's the way to go. And speaking of advice, we've got more advice coming in the next segment because we've got your questions. And that's why we're here on Just Ask Gigi, to get your questions answered. And that's coming up next, right here on Just Ask Gigi. Stay tuned. Tom Alexander from the RV Advisor podcast here. What's more fun than campfire cooking? The Wolf'em Stick. Enjoy marshmallows, biscuits, hot dogs, and more. It's next level campfire cooking. Visit wolfemstick.com. We are back on Just Ask Gigi, along with Gigi Stetler. I'm Tom Alexander, and Gigi, of course, we have questions for you. We have a couple. Let's see. The first one is from Dan, and another one we haven't had on the show. I'm assuming he's talking about something trailer he likes to ride around in, because he's asking about your favorite brand of motor oil. Oh, that's interesting. Do you have? Yeah. Is there anything that you use specifically that you like?
We normally go by the manufacturer's specs of what, the weight of the oil, Rotella, but we usually, or I should say, always abide by the manufacturer recommended oil, because you never want to get into an argument with the manufacturer where you put less quality
Yeah.
oil that is recommended. So
Right.
follow and if you don't have the owner's manual, if you bought it secondhand, Google it, go to the manufacturer's website, and call the factory and see what they recommend, so that, because everything in those RVs and in the engines, are set up to have a certain weight of oil, and and the amount of oil and all of that. So
Right.
pay
Right.
attention to the owner's manual on that one. I'll leave that to the owner's manual expertise.
There you go. All right. Well, that's good advice. And here's an interesting question. This comes to us from Italy, from
Awesome.
Salvatore, and he says, "I'm in Italy. Do you see an RV boom in Europe happening?"
That's actually interesting. Yes, there's they've got caravans over there, and
Mhm.
I've had some interest, and I had some people from Israel about 2 weeks ago visiting my personal dealership, and trying to see what it would take to import them over in Israel, and they were considering building camps set up like a resort.
Yeah.
So instead of building, they were going to have fifth wheels set up in the desert, which I thought was extremely cool. So the only issue that I found in like the UK, England, Belgium, is they really strictly diesel is the way to go there, but most of the diesels that are made here
Mhm.
are 103 inches wide, or up to 108, and the restrictions are 100. inches wide. So that 96 to 100. So that's an issue with importing. I'm waiting for Japan and China to start manufacturing over there, to European specifications, which I think would be great. To have, I don't think it's cost effective, from here to ship there, because, we have far more intense labor costs than they have, in Europe. But there are so many Europeans that are coming here, buying, touring, and then reselling. So that is definitely happening.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Salvatore, and Dan, for your questions. Really appreciate it. If you're interested, if you want to ask Gigi a question, very simple. Just go to the, just write us at info@thervadvisor.com. That's info@thervadvisor.com, and in the subject line, just put JAG, or just ask Gigi, and we'll get your question answered right here on the show. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a minute. Stay tuned.
Advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. Learn more at thervadvisor.com.
Wrapping things up now on Just Ask Gigi, along with Gigi Stetler. I'm Tom Alexander, and the last several weeks where we've seen an uptick with the social site, and we're excited that people are visiting that site. And of course, it's the RV Advisors Good Samaritan Club, and that is something that we all want to be good Samaritans, I guess, right, Gigi?
Yes, we all need to be good Samaritans. Most of us are, and the good Samaritans will make up for the bad Samaritans. And
yeah, I guess that's true. The good outweighs the bad, right?
good,
So
let's get together.
yeah, so tell folks a little bit about the benefits, I guess.
So, well, we built this site. It's built for RVers, by RVers. So, a place for, you to engage and to, exchange ideas and pictures and chat and just have fun on it, instead of being censored and blasted with ads on Facebook and things like that. And our professional membership is just about ready. And so, you've got your 1 year, 3 year, 5 year membership for the RV Advisor. There's also going to be a professional member, and it's almost basically we're giving you a storefront. So I think it's $169 or $89 a year, and you set up an entire. It'd be good, Tom, for you, for your music, to if you want to sell albums, or you set up your own. You basically set up your profile, set up your store.
Yeah.
It's all to your own website, but members will do business with members, and we're giving small businesses a platform. Where else would you have a storefront for $189 a year?
Yeah.
And you could, for a small fee, you could even have your platform, have your profile verified, which means I basically vet you to make sure that you're a real company, and you do deliver the merchandise, like that you say you're delivering, and things like that, so that you're not it's the next best step to any kind of marketplace. So you're basically marketing any of your products and services,
Yeah.
and within our own our own community.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
That's terrific. And so please check it out, the RV Advisors Good Samaritan Club.
Yeah, you can just go on the homepage. Unless you're automatically logged on, if you are, it takes you right to the social platform where it'll just show up at your feeds. But if you haven't set that up yet, if you go to the homepage, and if you just pass Dan Marino, you'll see the RV Advisor Good Samaritan, and you'll see join now. It's free, because it is totally free. So there you just hit that button and you sign up and create your profile, you get pictures going and,
Right.
and all this stuff. And soon coming is our store. So a lot of our partners have all given us merchandise and stuff. So there's going to be a store
Mhm.
very soon that you, as you post and create your profile and stuff, you're going to be getting G coins. G coins you'll be putting in your bank, and those G coins can be spent in the store. So a lot of our partners and a lot of products like Empire covers, you'll be able to purchase those things with your G coins that are just earned money,
Right.
from just hanging out with us. So it's very exciting. So the store's coming soon with all the
Yeah.
products in it. And, but, let's get social.
Yeah, let's get social. A lot of benefits to that, and check it out by all means if you haven't already. Well, Gigi, thanks so much for another edition of the show right here on Just Ask Gigi. For Gigi Stetler, I'm Tom Alexander. We'll see you next time right here on Just Ask Gigi. So long, everybody.